Hello, I'm Stevie Morgan, and you join me here in Cologne for Gamescom, where at last gamers will finally get to grips with FIFA 10. But before that, EA Sports are hosting a press conference where more juicy morsels of information regarding the game that everybody's talking about will be fed to the world. So let's go and tuck in.
Now for an in-depth look at the all-new FIFA, I'd like to introduce, from EA Canada in Vancouver, producer David Rudder.
Cheers, Peter.
Thanks, Dave.
Hello, Cologne. Hello to everyone watching online as well. I've got a quick video to show you, but before I do that, I'd just like to take a moment of your time to send a message back to Vancouver, to the development team who will just about be getting into work at the moment, to say thanks very much for all your hard work that you've been putting in over the last year to make what I believe is the best football game in the world. So this video covers off some of the things that we're talking about at Cologne, but there's a lot more in the game as well. So FIFA 10, following the success of FIFA 09 online, we'd be ignorant to ignore what our fans were asking. So we've done a lot of work this year in online. We've improved our matchmaking based on the skill level of you and also where you are in the world, as well as giving you filters to be able to select opponents based on things like game speed and how good the team is they've picked, and also worked on a fair play system to ensure that new rankings are more appropriate, and we've removed a lot of exploits as well. There's a lot more in there as well, but that's kind of the headline stuff. The new thing for Cologne, though, is our virtual pro system. For the first time in FIFA, you'll be able to take your face and put it onto a professional football player using our photo game face technology. It's available on our easportsfootball.com website. Upload your photo, edit it, and then download it into your FIFA 10 game. Once you've downloaded that face, you'll be able to play in any of our game modes, even offline, such as manager mode, be a pro, tournament mode, and lounge mode, and exhibition matches. And once you're playing, you'll be able to develop and grow your pro by unlocking in-game accomplishments. These accomplishments are basically triggered by events in the game that you've done. You'll be able to upgrade your pro's attributes, unlock traits like long throws, unlock additional celebrations, and also upgrades to your kit. You can track your progress in a book. You can see how well you're doing, how many accomplishments you've unlocked, and also how far you are through each one, as well as getting some hints and tips, but not for the secret ones. Depending on what you want to do with your pro, you could select Pro Club Championship, our new online clubs mode, allowing you to create a professional club and then compete online internationally. There'll be regional leagues as well as an overall worldwide ranking system, which will allow you to see how good you are as a team. If you want to play as an individual, you can in a club by taking your player into an ad hoc game. Maybe meeting some friends, forming a club, or even getting scouted by another club. Basically, see if you're the best in the world on the pro leaderboard and see how you stack up against sort of professional gamers around the world. You can look for clubs, see what clubs your friends are in, and if you are in a club, you can download your teammates' faces into the game as well. It's a very long shot there, unlocking one of the shooting accomplishments. We also wanted to expand our downloadable content this year, and we're pleased to announce the return of the Bernabeu Stadium to FIFA. You'll be able to play at Real Madrid's home ground and potentially score a cracking goal like this Barcelona one against them at home. Cheeky. We'll also have some news about live season coming soon in early September. We're not announcing details about that at this time. Following fan feedback, we also wanted to introduce a practice arena this year. You'll be able to practice standard one-on-one with the keeper, as we've had for a few years now, in addition to set pieces such as free kicks. There's a nice driven goal here under the wall. Also penalties, throw-ins and corners, but probably the most exciting developments are practice match. You can have multiplayer humans locally playing in a practice match, and you can even adjust the number of players outfield on both teams. So if you wanted to play five-a-side on a full-size pitch, you could. The big stuff, 70% of the team's effort's gone on refining and responding to feedback this year, and no more so than in gameplay. So here's attacking, a few things about this. We wanted to increase the variety of attacks possible, and with our improved intelligence and positioning systems, you'll see a lot more incisive runs into the box supporting there, a nice kind of diagonal curved run there. A new urgency system in the game also helps our attackers actually commit more in striking opportunities. Nice sliding goal. And also we've improved our positioning to allow players to get into better position to volley and header more appropriately in and around the area as well. It's very satisfying. Defending, obviously very important as well. Our defenders have also benefited from our new urgency system. You'll see players not only positioning themselves better, but then throwing themselves at the ball in desperate situations. Talking about desperate situations, we've got some fantastic clearances in the game at the moment where defenders are going to do everything they can to get the ball out of those dangerous areas. And also throw themselves in front of passes and shots both in the air as well as along the ground with sliding blocks and also stretch blocks. Our goalkeepers, our number ones, also have benefited from the improvements both in urgency and also their ability to recover from mistakes, making secondary saves. Their sharper reflexes are due to the fact we've increased our coverage in goalkeeper animations, and better positioning means they'll be able to cut down the angles more appropriately. That, combined with the ability to run back to their line and scoop the ball off the line in desperate situations and playing it safe, means the game's much more balanced in and around the box. Innovations now, 3 really cool ones. We wanted to take some inspiration from the real world of football and put in a decent set-piece creator. And we've done that so gamers can actually create their own set pieces. Choosing one of 8 different regions, gamers will be able to record off-the-ball player runs, recording up to 4 of these in each of those 8 areas for 32 in total. You can edit them for up to 9 of your outfield players, practice them, play them back, and then actually trigger them in-game. So in a fouling situation like this, you'd be able to trigger one of those 4 set pieces and actually try and surprise your opponent. So it's a really cheeky little free kick here. Nice little back heel coming up, setting up with the guy running in for a cracking shot there. Really excellent finish. Freedom and physical play, we really wanted to introduce a more organic feeling sensation on the ball. So it's now possible to actually be in control of the ball in a number of different ways using physical attributes. So you can protect the ball, as Berbatov did there, or gain possession, as I think it's Drogba does here, by actually muscling off Rio Ferdinand. That, with our new momentum system, means you can actually totally displace a player off the ball based on physical attributes and speed. At least a very engaging and satisfying physical interactions between the players. 360 dribbling, which is also available on PC and Wii this year, is a very big deal for us. It's a very fluid, very responsive, very satisfying way to control your player. And allows you to go absolutely anywhere on the pitch. No more zigzagging with 8 directions. As you can see here, I honestly believe we've totally changed the way you can control your player and relegated 8 directional controls to a different league. You can also express yourself very freely on the ball with skilled dribblers. It's extremely satisfying, and I suggest you go have a play of it on the show floor. That's the end of my segment. Sorry for being so quick. If you want to know more, come and see me in the behind closed door area. FIFA 10 is actually on the show floor. It's the demo. Don't be alarmed by the lack of teams in it. FIFA 10 will obviously still have the exclusive Bundesliga in there for the German Bundesliga fans. Thank you very much.
Now, if you can't be in Cologne this week, my advice to you, my dear friend, is to keep it right here on easportsfootball.com, where we'll bring you regular updates from Gamescom, where FIFA 10 finally meets its public.